And we're live. What's going up, Facebook? What's going on, Facebook community? How's everybody doing tonight? Let's see who logs on. There's a lot to talk about tonight. I'm going to get into a couple of new agents that had joined my team. Congratulate the top agent of the month at my group. We're going to be talking about buyers and how the Bariso group plans to put them in action when they're going to buy something. And what to focus on when you're looking to sell your home, what the Bariso group can do to add value as you're looking to sell your home. And that's pretty much it. We're going to wrap it up tonight with that. So I'm going to get started in just a couple of minutes. Hey, Rob, Marissa, what's going on, guys? Doing something a little bit different tonight. I got a couple of new agents that are joining my team. And I'm also going to be talking about the top agent of the month on my group. And we're going to be talking about buyers and sellers in today's market. So we're going to get started in just 1 minute, guys. So stand by. Boom, 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 boom. Rob, did you believe that they had that many offers on that house that you asked me about today? Crazy. The market's crazy. All right, 7:30. I'm just going to shut my door and I'm going to get started. All right. So once again, thanks guys. Thanks for tuning in. Who's ever on, thank you. Matt Bariso here from the Bariso Group. We're going to talk about a few things tonight, where the market is right now for our buyers at the Bariso Group and also for my sellers. We actually have a meeting here tomorrow night. I'm going to be going over with my realtors what's going on at the marketplace and different ways that we can try to get these deals locked in for our clients to try to help them, get to that closing table. It's very difficult right now. Hey, Jesse, what's going on, man? First of all, I'm starting it out differently today. I just want to welcome a couple agents to the Bariso team. Rennie Rosa. Welcome to the Bariso team. He works with mortgages. He's been doing mortgages for about 15 years. And on the side, they always said, well, why don't you do real estate too? So Rennie's like, you know what? He called me because I was working with him a long time ago. We were working on trying to get him a home. And he called me up. Actually, I was selling a house next to his house and he saw my truck. So he gave me a call. One thing led to another. He got his real estate license. He just came to my office last week, and we just wrote up an offer today for a commercial property in Halden. So congratulations to Rennie. He just started out. And then I also want to welcome Sherry Doherty. Sherry, unbelievable. I'm so happy that you're back. Sherry was working with me many years ago. She was here at Coldwell Banker. A woman that she was working with ended up going with another company, and then she wasn't, she was there for some time. She put her license into referral, and then we actually connected again, and she said, Matt, I think I'm going to join your team. I said, listen, there's plenty of benefits here if you join the Bariso Group. So I want to welcome Sherry to the Bariso Group. We welcome you with open arms. Congratulations on that. So they'll be here tomorrow at their first meeting here on the Bariso team. So let's start with that. I want to welcome. This is the first time I'm gonna announce the top agent on the Bariso team. Right now, we have a lot of we're getting a pretty nice sized group here, guys. So I'm gonna announce the top realtor for the month of March. That's Marissa Starling. She came in with multiple offers this month. She got them done, and she gets the truck for the month of April. So any of the top agents of the month, they get to use the Bariso vehicle based on your performance, how many deals you're putting together each month. And she won that. She put a lot of deals together for the month of March. So congratulations, Marissa. All right. So all that set aside, I'm going to talk a little bit about tonight the buyer's standpoint and where the sellers are in today's market. I guess I want to start with, we have so many different buyers out there today, whether they're from New York, New Jersey, step up, downsizer. There's so many different avenues, and what your expectations are when you're looking to purchase a home, right? So right now, as everybody knows and everybody sees in the market, that it's absolutely crazy right now. Buyers are coming from New York that are coming in with so much amount of money for these homes, and they're just blowing so many people out of the water. It's absolutely crazy right now. So there's a couple different things that you can do. I think I'm going to talk about it, a couple different ways that you can purchase a home, whether you want to buy the home. What I like to do, me personally, is I like to buy and fix. When I purchased my house that we live in now, I bought it and the house needed a lot of work. I renovated the whole thing, and then in turn, it brings more value to that house when I decide to sell it, right? And now we're talking about putting an addition on, and we're going to do that next. I got a call today from my architect, and he told me that I need 3 variances to do what we want to do. So we're going to see how that all rolls out. So buy and fix, that's one way that we can buy a house today, right? So you're going to buy a house that needs a lot of work or needs some work, and you're going to fix it and you're going to live in it, right? So the millennials today, that's not what they want, right? They want a house that's totally done, and they want to move right in. So that might be a good opportunity for you today if you're looking to purchase a home and you're having a difficult time. Maybe you want to look at the homes that have been on the market for some time that need work. Maybe you'll find some kind of value out of that. What's the plan with the house? Are you looking to do like a 5-year plan? Is this going to be your forever home? In most cases, a lot of the people today, not even the millennials, there's a lot of people out there today that they're buying homes and they're just staying in them for 5 years. They're selling them and they're moving, whether they're moving down south, whether they're upsizing. Maybe they do decide to live in there like we're planning on doing with our house, because there's no inventory right now in a lot of different areas. So we live in Plumpton Plains, and in that town, it's crazy. As fast as stuff comes on, it's off, and with multiple offers, you can't even get in there. It's just nuts. And if you want that forever home, so if you want that forever home, we have to look for that forever home, and we got to position it correctly. And here at the Bariso Group, I train all my agents how I think the best options are in today's market. And I'm going to be talking more about that tomorrow with my agents. So different ways that we can capture that. And I you know what? People ask me, like, how do I know these kind of things? I'm on this computer all the time. I see what's going on. I see what realtors are doing. I see different avenues that we can approach as contracts come in from homes that we listed. As fast as I can get a listing, I'll give you an example. We had a listing in Little Falls. We're closing on it next week. We put the house on the market within 2 hours. We had a contract on it, and I positioned the client. She was a little bit worried, or they were a little bit worried about COVID. So I told them, listen, we have this ready, willing, and able buyer. I think it was maybe 3% off of the asking price. But then they don't have to worry about anybody going in and out of their houses, in and out of their house. They're not going to have that crowd of people at the open house and worry about COVID, who's going in and out, if anything's going to be done, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So they took that offer, and they're moving back to Seattle in 2 weeks. They're closing on it next week. So that's one thing that we can do. We can talk about, if you're looking, like if we put that house on the market at market value and you're getting that number, are you happy with that? Are you happy with getting a number that you feel comfortable with? Or some people like to, as I call it, roll the dice, and they want to try to maximize on it. And there's a whole bunch of different avenues when it comes to that. But back to, I just jumped onto a seller's point of view. I'm talking about buyers right now. One other thing that you can hit on too. So let's just say you find a cape. It's not exactly what you want, but maybe you can do what you want. Not today, but maybe tomorrow you can do something that's going to help you, longevity. Maybe 10 years from now, you can see yourself growing in that house. As the house, as you or your family or whatever, your family decides to do, you can grow into the house. You can put an addition on it if you like. There's different avenues you can go if it's the location. I say that all the time. What's the number one thing in real estate is location, location, location. On the flip side, I just wanted to talk briefly about sellers. It's an awesome time, guys. And there's absolutely no inventory. Not guys, you can say there's absolutely no inventory, but the inventory is so low right now. People are scared to put their houses on the market because they don't know where they're going to go. As fast as they go on the market, we're getting multiple offers. I have one, you guys saw the video in Pines Lake. I didn't even put it on yet. They're trying to finish up a few things inside the home, and I got realtors getting pissed off at me because it's not on the market yet. There's nothing I can do. That's what the client wants. So we kept it exclusive in the office until all the renovations are done inside the home that they want to do. That's what they feel comfortable with doing. Personally, I don't care what the realtors think. That's what they want to do. So that's what I do. I represent that client. That's what she wants. That's what I'm doing. How many days are on the market? So this is key for you guys. When you guys are looking to purchase a home, and let's just say there's all different types of buyers out there, whether it's an FHA buyer, conventional buyer, VA buyer, 203K buyer, which I haven't seen many 203K buyers out there right now. But if we were looking at a house that was a VA or an FHA deal, here at the Bariso Group, I try to train everybody in a way to try to land that house for them. And how do I do that? We try to position them and try to educate each and every buyer the best way we can to try to score that house. Whether it's days on market, maybe we can do something with a flexibility on a closing date. We can maybe do some whatever it really takes for these FHA deals. It's very difficult to do an FHA deal with 3.5 right now because you have all these influx of New York buyers coming in with loads and loads of money. They got stacks and stacks of money, and it's really eating up the market right now. It's really is. We have a lot of them coming in. So there's conditions on each one of these deals. What conditions can we do to help improve how our contract can stand out? Here at the Bariso Group, we try to make our contract stand out more than all the other contracts. We try to put more in the contract to make it sound better, to make it look better for the seller. That's what the goal is right now, because it's a seller's market. So we want to try to do everything we can to try to score that house for our buyers. Closing their timeline is a key factor in today's market. So let's just say we have 2 or 3 different offers, which is, it's probably a lot more than that on these offers that are coming in. So when we have 2 or 3 offers that come in, we're going to position them. One of the things that I like to do on each one of our closings is I like to put in that we're going to close, or each one of our contracts rather, we put in that we want to close on their timeline. We want to close on their timeline, right? So that allows them, right? So they're not too scared to turn around and buy, or they're not scared to turn around that they can't purchase a home, because we're going to close on their timeline, right? So now the whole stress is relieved. I don't know where I can find a home, but you know what? This client that the Bariso group put together, they said they're going to close on our timeline. It's like a load of relief. I want this offer, and that's one way that we're going to score each time when we're putting these offers together. Best and final. This is great, guys. This is great. This is a great Facebook Live, I gotta say. It really is. Because you know what? There's people, there's a lot of realtors out there that talk about the best and final, the best and final, the best and final, best and final by this, best and final by that. Is there really a best and final? Is there really a best and final? No, there's not. Why? Because we as realtors, and I do it too, best and final by Monday at 10 a.m., right? It helps us as realtors to try to get all of our contracts in. Then we have to get them all together, organize them all, try to put them in some kind of organization based on, I guess, pricing, the deal, where the funds are coming from, closing times. There's all different factors that come in. And then we have to explain them all to each and every each one of the sellers. So I'll give you an example. We had a deal last week. We came in. I'll give you the client. Whatever. This client is from Queens. They were buying. The offer was the house was $690,000. All right. We came in at $715,000. 4 offers on the house. The seller's realtor called me back and 9:30 in the morning. She says, Matt, I'm sorry to tell you, but you didn't get the house. Now, I advised the client that 7:15 was going to be a little low, that we should come in maybe 7:30. We should come in at 7:30. What did she do? She came in at 7:15. I called her back. I said, listen, you guys didn't get the house. I'm sorry. Blah, 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 blah. She's like, Matt, I really want that house. I'm like, listen, at this point, she has a binded contract. It goes to the attorneys. She's like, but man, I really want that. Well, it's not really best and final. I can submit this to the attorney direct, right? See, a lot of people aren't going to tell you this stuff. So I can submit this offer to the attorney direct, and then he's got to work with me. He's not working with that realtor's out of the picture now. So now I'm just dealing with her attorney, because in attorney review we can still present offers, right? So what's best and final? Is there a best and final? Is there? It kind of helps us, guys. It helps us a lot when we do best and final. But you can still submit an offer through the attorney, through the seller's attorney. On this certain deal, we did come up to 7:30. We came up to 7:35, and we still didn't get the home. We still didn't get the home. After all that, we still didn't get the home. So that's an example on that one. What else do we have here? Appraisal contingencies. Let's talk briefly about appraisal contingencies. So it's another thing for the sellers when you're positioning, and the buyers. I mean, you can look at it from each standpoint that you feel more comfortable with. So as the seller's standpoint, all they're concerned about is how can we maximize and get that top dollar. And it's always waiving the appraisal contingency, right? So if we waive the appraisal contingency, we have to have something set up stating, if it comes in, let's just take for simple math, $500,000, but we have 540, 520, 510, etc., whatever. If it comes in between 500 to 520, they're going to bring X amount, 10,000 to closing, and then I would the seller's would come up and eat the rest. So we just have to position it the correct way as being a seller, and that's what's key in this market. Again, me and my group, we set it up correctly to try to get you the most amount of money for it, if that's the way you want to approach this market. Some people say, Matt, just get it on the market. I don't want to go nuts with this whole thing. I just gave an example before with the Little Falls property that we closed on literally within 2 hours. They didn't want all the people COVID inside their house. They were happy with their offer. They took the money that we came in with. We negotiated a little bit with some couple little issues with the house, and now we're closing next week. So that one, knock on wood, it's going really smooth. So I was writing down, why do buyers have so much power right now? So I'm sorry, why do sellers have so much power right now? Well, there's not a lot of inventory right now. So sellers, you know what, they can do anything they want right now, right? They can put any number on their house. There's a house, I don't know, there's a lot of you guys that are watching. My home base is Woodland Park. I live now in Pumpkin Plains. We're building up over there, Totowa, Little Falls, Wayne, whatever. I grew up in Woodland Park, so I do a lot of business in that area. And I can tell you, they just listed a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, ranch-style home in Woodland Park for $509. $509. I mean, the numbers are just crazy. Crazy. It's nuts. So there's a couple different ways that you guys can position yourself when selling a home, and I know I went over this a few times before, and I'm going to go through it with you guys one more time. You can price yourself on the market, right below the market, or what I like to call testing the market, right? So if we price it right below the market, you're going to probably drive the price up. You're going to get all that action inside the house if that's what you want. You're going to get all that action inside the house. You see some of these open houses, they got lines out the door, right? Because they're build up the anticipation, and then people come in, and you know, me personally, I don't want to do that. I think the buyers are just getting pissed off. But you're going to build up all that anticipation, and maybe the price will skyrocket. I don't know. Maybe the price is going to go up. It probably will. Probably will. You know, what number will it go up with? I don't know. It's all depending on the location and what it appraises for, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Each deal is different, whatever. If you price it right on the market, you're probably going to get, you know, a couple offers coming in, 2-3 offers coming in, and I think that's probably the right way to go in today's market. And if you're testing out the market, putting it over the price that we're saying, I don't know. That's your call. You're gonna be sitting around and look like a dead duck, maybe a dead duck. I don't know. Does that make sense? You're gonna look like a dead duck. I don't know. Anyway, you don't want to look like that in this market because it's a seller's market. So there's some houses out there. There's some listings right now that are doing that. So that's not good. So how do we deal with COVID? There's a couple different ways that we're dealing with COVID right now. I know, last year we were getting all our COVID disclosures signed off on, and they were doing the COVID disclosures. Here today at the Bariso group, what we're doing, a little something different. So if you want, what we try to do is we try to keep it. We'll do that exclusive listing right now if you want to bring kind of the crowd down a little bit. If you're comfortable with, Matt, I'm comfortable with just selling my house at this price point. I don't want to go through this whole multiple offer situation because they're, putting the price point at this and I got to come up with this and that, blah, 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 blah. I'm more worried about my kids. Okay, so we'll price it at this price point. We'll keep it exclusive for a month and see if we can try to sell it in-house. That might bring down the probability of getting COVID in your home. So that's one way we can deal with COVID if you're worried about that, and if kind of keeping it on the sidelines, not listing the home. I know last year everybody was worried about it. We did really well last year. It was probably one of our better years. So that's it with that. Where are the buyers coming from? I get this asked all the time. Matt, where are all these buyers coming from? What the hell's going on? What's going on? Where are they coming from? And they just keep coming. You're right. They are. And they're not stopping. They're really not. I think every week people are searching and they're looking for realtors. And I'm telling you, I get calls all the time. Matt, can you find me this home? Can you find me that home? I'm looking for this, I'm looking for this in a home. Sometimes, we know things that are coming on the market, or throughout all my years of being a realtor, all the people that I've talked to throughout the years, and they were saying, Matt, if I don't get this number, I can't sell. Well, now's the time they might get that number. So I have them, and I might reach out to them. So I have a lot of different connections, in that sense. So by all means, if you're planning on selling, now more than ever, the inventory is super low. We can position you in a certain way that closes on your timeline, right? And if you're planning on staying in Jersey, outside of Jersey, maybe you want to sell now and downsize. We'll try to figure out a way to get that done for you. Maybe you want to sell now and wait it out a couple of years. Maybe you want to find out where you want to live. Maybe you want to rent for a couple of years and see if you like a different area of Jersey or a different area of another state. So now more than ever, you're going to get that top dollar for your home. So that's all I have right now, guys. Once again, I want to congratulate Marissa Starling. She had a phenomenal March. I'm really proud of her. She did really good. And I want to welcome Rennie Rosa to the Bariso group. Welcome, Rennie. You're a good man. I'm honored to have you here. And of course, Sherry Doherty, thank you for joining the Bariso group. Sherry was with us a while ago. She came back. I'm happy to see her back. It's gonna be a good year, guys. The Bariso group is expanding. We're getting better and better. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. I can be reached 973-495-5469. You can always message me on this thing. I don't know where it is now. I think it's over here somewhere. There, and on you, it's over there. Feel free, you can reach out to me, text me, direct message me, email me, matt.bariso@gmail.com. My assistant Karen is now building a whole website for us that's going to be talking about, it's going to have me talking about different parts of the real estate and what's happening in today's market. More information about that to come. She's building that as we speak. And that's it for now. All right, guys. I hope everybody's having a great day. If you need any help with real estate, feel free to reach out to me. All right, guys. Have a great day. Thank you. Take care. Bye.